What's up, guys? It is that Pain again. I'm here again with another video, and today we're going to be talking about this update as a lot of people have been absolutely outraged by said update. There's been a lot of talk on Discord, seemingly in game, a lot of people who are quitting or planning to quit. Whatever the case, I even have Rogue in my region right now. I had a big whale come with him. They swarmed Rogue out and zeroed themselves. Kind of crazy stuff going on. That being said, we'll quickly go through the update notice really quickly just to talk about. I know we did do the update video, but I'll talk about, the stuff, what it kind of entails as we kind of have more of an understanding now about how this stuff works out. And we'll just talk a little bit more about the healing update as it is, kind of the big fuss that's going on in the community right now. And I'll later do videos on the new heroes. I know I'm probably going to be a little bit late on that, but it is what it is. That being said, let's get into it. The limited time Godzilla X Kong, this is just going to be a event for whales, basically. Nothing really crazy to talk about. And this, after the update, elite supplies can be claimed for 7 consecutive days to help you prepare for the collab. But what's absolutely insane is these supplies are literally linked. I've never seen linked resources. And the only reason I can guess is that it's to not have people, I guess this is weird to me, right? Maybe it's just so people don't freaking send it to their, use their farms to give it to their main or something. I don't really know. And these also say that there's like a price tag on them, but they're gouged out. Maybe it's to be like, hey, this is how much it'd normally be worth, but look how generous we are, giving you a $10 pack of resources for free. I don't know. But to continue, they added the Hero Chronicles, a new feature that unlocks bonus attributes and item rewards based on your progress in developing legendary heroes. I actually don't have too much of an issue with this. The only thing I would say is that, obviously someone who's awakened every hero, aka a monster whale, and transcended them all will be able to max this out and get extra bonus attributes. But I feel like that's any feature that they'll add within the game, you're obviously going to have the advantage as well. But I do think it's relatively fair. You get some fragments and stuff for your heroes and stuff. I don't really know. I don't have too much of an issue though with the Hero Chronicles. Better than actually releasing new heroes. And talking about new heroes, we'll talk about the new heroes really quickly. We won't really get into them, but the heroes aren't as game breaking as when Ethan and stuff got dropped, right? I will say these heroes are still pretty solid, but to the same degree I would not say, at least when they came out, Ethan coming out had much more of a impact than compared to what this new hero is probably going to have. And that's probably also because although we did have Lewis and stuff which could be used on Garrison, it wasn't to the same degree as a hero like Ethan might be used on Garrison, or even Sophie in a lot of cases, because you'll see Sophie used on walls and stuff. But even then, right, I do think a lot of people felt like heroes have been just kind of pushed in your face too often. Meta's changing too fast, and people just don't like that. And I mean, understandable, to be honest. It's just it's a little bit OD, and I think people just wanted a little bit of a break before the next hero rounds came through. But it's still going to be shoved into our faces, so it is what it is. Just what we got to deal with. And honestly, this update feels so stacked, right? I'm a bit surprised they did all this, especially the healing update right before a tournament too, because you would assume that they're going to try to lessen the maybe negative PR. You know what I'm saying? That's going to come to their tournament, but this just doesn't seem very smart to drop right as they're, they're about to do a freaking championship. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But I'm going to keep going. Added commander name card skins. Use name card skins to change the appearance of your profile. I haven't really seen what this does yet. I really don't understand what this freaking update is. I haven't seen anything about it, and I might just be tripping, but if somebody knows, maybe say it in the comments. I don't know. And by the way, I want to say this real quick because I don't know what this is. There was a gift thing, and I can't find it now, but I could see it on my computer earlier where there was this new feature that maybe is here or isn't here. I don't really know. There's no way to access it yet, but you're apparently going to be able to just gift people stuff. You're going to be able to, I guess, buy these. For example, it might be something like gold. You buy these stuff, so then you can gift items to other people. Honestly, kind of a cool update, though. I mean, I don't know. With everything right now, it might just seem like they're just trying to be greedy. I don't know. Everybody's kind of just absolutely irritated right now. Okay, and we'll continue. So add Alliance Gift Center to the mall. Okay, this is what I was talking about. Unlocks at VIP 7. You can purchase and use gift coins to send packs to friends or allies. There's also optimized garrisons. This is probably the best update, though it's like such a nothing burger considering everything to most people. Most people are just pissed off about it. So I guess just people don't really care about this update. But there's an added alliance notice board, general notices, and voting notices to facilitate alliance management. There's basically a like little thing in the chat room that you can use as, I guess, an alliance general notice. I don't know where to find the voting notices yet, as I haven't really looked too deep into that. I don't really understand why they would remove the mailing feature, to be honest. I felt like it was fine. I don't really think everybody goes into the chat anyways, so it might be worse for some people, if anything, and just changing it around, I don't really know. Maybe it'll be better. Maybe I'm just like overthinking it, but I guess we'll see on that. Added squad skin vouchers to the District Alley and District Showdown. Like I said in my previous video, I can't complain about this one, as I know there were some people who already had squad skin vouchers and couldn't use them because they kind of removed the only way to do it, so I kind of understand that. Number 9, added auto assist to privilege subscription. This seemed kind of cool at the same time, and the reason I say seemed is it does allow for kind of instant helping in a way, right? If you have the privilege subscription, you're able to send out helps without actually doing it yourself. But the main issue is there's actually a cooldown on these helps that you're sending out. So I think it was around 5 minutes that was, kind of a calculator or whatever. But basically, your account can send out free, just free helps without you having to click anything every 5 minutes or so, which is nice. But I really don't understand why they didn't just make it continuous helps, because if they're going to already nerf the healing function, people aren't going to be able to heal as much. And if they're really trying to get rid of the sellers, for example, people who are selling heal bots, this will be a great way. I mean, even just having like, I don't know, I really don't understand why they would remove, like why they would have a cooldown on that, as like I said, they would be able to basically get rid of healing bots by allowing these to just go through. Like, for example, in my alliance, we give out the subscription to every single player, privilege subscription, because everybody fights here and we want to give them the 5% death reduction, as it's pretty massive to a team that's going to be fighting regularly. This could have been very massive. It still kind of is, right? Being able to maybe just full clear a hospital if you don't have the healing bot. But in our case, right, it would have been nice because it just would have taken the burden off of people who might run like constant helps, etc., etc. So I don't really know why they didn't just make it to where it would like get rid of people outsourcing heal bots or something. This would have actually been something that I would have found cool otherwise, but otherwise it just seems kind of meh. So to keep going, adjusted hospital healing rules. Commanders can initiate healing requests without a cooldown for the first 100 times each day. After 100 requests, a brief cooldown period will apply to subsequent healing requests. I heard it was 5 minutes, but I don't think that's actually the case. I think that people were talking about the auto assist. I don't know what the actual cooldown is for this, if somebody can tell me. I just know I got a message on Discord and someone was like, bro, I couldn't wait, I just uninstalled the game. Right? Like they couldn't figure out, like they didn't know what the healing request cooldown was, but it is what it is, right? And let's go into the next one. Optimize off limits war beta. Added alerts for attacks on buildings. Honestly, these are all pretty good. Adjusted police station hero release schedule. I didn't really like this one. So the guaranteed legendary hero for the reward after 50 draws for new commanders has been changed from Lewis to Cynthia, which doesn't really make much sense. I feel like Lewis as an overall hero, to me at least, is better, especially for maybe just a newer player. Maybe they did Cynthia because you want to be fast and, so you can run away from everybody when you're fighting, because you don't want to get caught by the freaking demons on the battlefield. I don't know. Cynthia will be the initial hero that's released. Honestly, overall update, I don't really love it, and I also don't really care too much either. Maybe this is just because I feel kind of like I'm kind of like more casual right now with how I'm playing the game. Maybe that also kind of comes across in my upload schedule as of recent. I kind of just am like, it is what it is, right? It'll get me off the game more. Doesn't give me as much of a reason to, like, for example, even run my computer to micro heal in between, like, big fights or something. The issue is with the micro healing is I really don't understand why they did this, and I'll kind of explain it. The most I could understand from this perspective is trying to force whales to spin more speed ups, maybe, right? Because, I mean, frankly, like, I'll use Safe Me as an example, because he's quite clearly the highest spender, highest healer in the game, etc. There's probably events where he's healing way more than 100 times a day, right? And I'm sure he's full clearing his hospital every time. I don't think Save Me is the type to micro heal, but for the average player, right? like I'm gonna use my speed ups, right, during big tower fights where I'm trying to swarm a rally out, or I'm field fighting, etc., etc. But if I'm doing zombie fights, for example, up mid, I'm needing to micro heal because I can't just do scavengers, or sorry, chainsaw zombies every 4 hours and just keep coming out with my speed ups, right? Because then I won't be able to actually field fight during the main stuff. So why would I do these every 4 hour, chainsaw fights if I can't afford it? And then someone like Save Me will have nobody to fight against, nobody to fill his hospital, meaning he's not really healing, meaning that there's less money for IGG in this kind of case. But even then, I also would think like maybe during a mid fight, for example, in AR, he gets his hospital filled 200 times, and now he's wasting extra speed ups, extra gems because he doesn't have the helps to help him, right? That's the only kind of alternate explanation I could kind of understand. And maybe they're also trying to push people into buying the $10 packs that give you 400k wounded healed in your hospital. I don't really know. This update is a really odd one to me, but I do want to hear what you guys think about this one. This one kind of has me on my toes. I'm not really a fan. I know a lot of people aren't. But give me your thoughts. We'll see in this upcoming Genesis how good or bad it is, I suppose. And yeah, I do appreciate you guys for watching as always. I love you guys. You guys have a great one. And yeah, have a good day or night. Peace out.